Hello my darlings, glutes today. So the great thing about doing our glutes is that glutes, they're not just about having a peachy butt. Glutes are also one of the biggest muscles in the body. So you get toned glutes, you burn a lot more calories, and of course glutes support all this lower back area. So it's more than just about peachy butts. That's why glutes are so important. So let's get working. So we're going to begin with some nice squats. So this is a great way to access the glutes anyway, squats. And we're just going to squeeze the glutes together, squeeze. So as you're squeezing your little butt cheeks together, it's just slightly raising you. So just focus on pulsing those little peachy butts together. There we go. Squeeze it and squeeze it and squeeze it. Okay, so still pulsing, I hope. Still waking up those little glute muscles. Do you know what? I've got an even better way for you to access them. Yay! So you might notice as well, we're not just working the glutes. Glutes are the massive muscle which connects your thighs to your back, your legs to your back, and therefore if you're working your glutes, you're working your lower back and you're working your thighs at the same time. Can you feel them? I think you can. So I'll step back so you can see a bit more. We raise a heel, okay? So you're still going to squeeze and changing butt cheek. So you're just squeezing those butts together. Good. Also, you know, because again it is such a huge interconnected muscle area between connecting torso to legs, it's also hugely important for your stability. Okay, squeeze it, squeeze it. Are you feeling it, darlings? Keep focusing. If it helps, pull up that pelvic floor. There's never a bad time to pull up the pelvic floor. It's always worth working. And just doing this other side first of all. Oh yes, I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? I hope so. Alright, I'll let you shake it out first of all, and then we'll go back into it because referring to using our glutes for our stability. So tuck that pelvis, heels off the floor. Yes. Now you're going to have to use your glutes for balance. So squeeze them, really tighten them. So toes are turned out. Now if you feel, Ali, you know, this is okay, but I'm not being challenged enough, well, just go lower, darlings. Ooh. Squeeze those butts. The lower you go, the more you feel your butt. So really squeeze those cheeks together, pushing through the balls of the feet to balance. If you find it really hard to balance, don't worry, just lower your heels to the floor. You'll still be able to squeeze those glutes and get a workout. I could be like this forever. No, really, I couldn't. Don't worry, I'm like you. I'm thinking, burn. Right, good. And then use your glutes. Don't get up yet, I didn't say so. Squeeze the glutes slowly, 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 slowly. Still off the heels. Squeeze it, hold it there. Squeeze, 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 and then lower the heels. Oh, and shake out. And this is my favourite. It's actually thigh stretching bum kick move, but it's if you release. If you're stretching the thighs here, that means this gets to relax a bit. Well, that's nice, isn't it? So, continue with our glute toner. We're going to do a little reaching one, so we're going to work isolated out glute, and we're going to squat, and then you're going to raise that leg as you reach over. In fact, we're going to work our waist as well, and we're going to reach with both hands, like you're trying to save a goal. And then you go back into a squat, and then you reach that way. By the way, and this, if you're using your glutes properly, you almost won't be able to do it wrongly, but talking of butt, it should be like this, a straight spine. You shouldn't be like this. You shouldn't be trying to work with the back bent forward. It's always totally straight back. Doesn't matter how low you go. The most important thing is that you're back. You can even go against a wall just to check that you've got that posture. So here we go. So squat and squeeze that butt. Squat, squeeze squeeze that butt, squat, squeeze that butt. So you're using your butt, your glutes, is what you're using to squeeze up that leg. Your leg doesn't have to go very far, and keep your foot flexed. If you flex your foot, that will tense the muscle all the way up into your glute muscles. So by flexing the feet, drive that heel away, that will travel directly up into your glutes. Also, the other great thing about glutes, if any of you have ever had sciatica, if you work these muscles, that will keep them strong and protect you against having that horrible spasm where you have pain down your legs. So, well worth it for that. So keep squeezing that butt. In fact, let's do the mudra with fingers locked together, pointing fingers up, and squeeze. Squat and squeeze that butt. Squat and squeeze that butt. Squat and squeeze. So this is working on 2 levels. Every time you go into a squat, nice straight squat, obviously the glutes are being worked, and then as you push up, you're really contracting those glutes. Raise that leg, remember, nice flexed feet, driving that foot up. And just a few more. Go on, you know you want to. And shake it out. Oh, you want to stretch your glutes, just bend over, stick the bum out, have a nice stretch. Or just give it a slap of congratulations. No, we haven't finished. So the next one that we're going to do is a little sitting back in prayer. This will be attacking it from a different angle. So lovely, graceful little move. You literally just step back, it's a little curtsy, and then you bob. And you say, thank you, Ali, for helping me work my glutes. Is that right? Okay, so you're just going to keep low and pulse. And then we're going to open wide, step behind, and then just pulse. So straight back, remember we're not bending forward, we're going to keep straight. And I want you each time you come up, squeeze those glutes together, okay? So it's not just a passive pushing downwards, you're actually focusing on the squeezing upwards. And you're engaging your glutes. And change side, squeeze, squeeze with those glutes, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Go on, a few more, you can do it. Squeeze, and squeeze, squeeze. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, that's nice. And a couple more times. Yes, a couple more times. Just, as I said, focus on squeezing upwards rather than pushing yourself downwards. So, yes, of course it works your thighs at the same time. I told you they're interconnected, you see. Nice straight spine. Shake those legs out. Well done for that. So, the final one is actually obviously a little arabesque. So, taking the leg behind. In this case, you do allow your torso a little bit forward, but notice you keep a straight spine. So you're not going like that. Keep the toe flexed, and what we're going to do is just tap the toe. So we'll be going 1, 2, 3, 4, raise. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, raise. I'll keep back a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, raise. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze that glute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to bounce. You can just keep it like that. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze. Rub it out. Well done, my darling. So just keep the toes turned out. Do a final one. Squeeze and squeeze. as before. So our feet are planted deeply into the floor. Push through those heels. As I said, if you've got really flexed feet, and they are because they're on the floor, but push through your heels and it will talk directly up into the buttock. Squeeze, squeeze. So final, finishing off, saying bye-bye, lovely glutes. Thank you for supporting me. Okay, my darlings, I am hot. But it is a big muscle, so you must have burnt a ton of calories just then in the 10 minutes. Isn't it brilliant? Love you all.